Thinking of moving to Long Beach? Today we're going to talk about the top 5 best neighborhoods for millennials and young families. Hey everyone, my name is Leslie. I am a realtor in Long Beach and Orange County, and today we're covering one of my favorite topics, which is some of the best neighborhoods to live in Long Beach. My husband and I are actually just recently moved from one of the neighborhoods and we're looking to move back to one of the others, and I'll point it out as we get to it on the list. So number 5 is the Waterfront area, and the main highlight for this area is that you can see the ocean. It has amazing views of Long Beach Harbor. You can see Catalina out on a clear day, and you can even sometimes see all the way to Newport on a clear day. You have the opportunity to utilize the waterfront bike path and running path, and you also have the fun other activities like the aquarium. They have the convention center, and they have an outlet mall as well. And then there, of course, there's also a lot of really fun restaurants, and you're also really close to Pine Street, which is like sort of the main downtown area for like nightlife, and they have a lot of restaurants, brunch places, things like that. Number 4 is Bixby Knolls. Bixby Knolls is a neighborhood that's a little bit more inland, and even though it's not as close to the beach, you can still get to the beach pretty quickly, but the nice thing is that you have a lot more space you're working with. So the neighborhoods there, they're on bigger lots, and the homes, a lot of the homes are really big and historic. There's a lot of really cool roads that you can go down in Bixby Knolls and just see like these huge houses on these crazy big lots that have obviously been there for a really long time. So the history is really fun. And you're also in more of a safer neighborhood that focuses more on providing quality schools. There's great schools from kindergarten all the way up to high school. And they still have fun things to do, like on the weekends. They have First Fridays, which is every first Friday of the month. They have restaurants stay open later, and usually there'll be like taco trucks or live music. And then they also have the Antique Market, which is right next to the Long Beach Airport, and that happens, I think it's every third Friday, and every third Sunday. I just went there last weekend and got a couple really fun pieces for my home, and it's just a fun highlight of some fun activities to do. Number 3 is Bluff Heights. And Bluff Heights is one of the more dog-friendly areas of Long Beach. Speaking of dogs, my dog just came up to get some pets from me. So it's one of the more dog-friendly neighborhoods. You can basically bring your dog anywhere with you. And on Trulia, there was a study taken, and 87% of the community members there felt like it was safe to walk at night alone, which is a big deal, especially in Long Beach. Because it is a bigger city, there are some neighborhoods that aren't as safe. So to know that you have the option to walk, and there are a lot of restaurants and there's a couple of grocery stores in walking distance, so it is more of like a walkable area, not just functionally, but you can feel safe to do it as well. And it's right up against the beginning of Retro Row, which is on the 4th Street corridor. And Retro Row has really fun shops, anything from coffee shops to, they have like a roller skating shop, old vintage clothes, some really good Mexican food, fun happy hours, things like that. So lots of fun things to do. And not as much of a nightlife, but a really fun community. And the houses are still pretty cute, but they are on a little bit smaller lots. Number 2 is the East Village Arts District. And this is actually where my husband and I and our dog used to live, and we ended up moving mostly just because of space. Anywhere that you're going to be living there is going to be a little bit smaller of an apartment with maybe a balcony, but probably not a backyard. But what you get in return is you're right in the middle of a lot of really fun things happening. There's some great restaurants, great Mexican food, Italian food, Thai food, pretty much anything you could want. And they also have the Art Walk and a lot of different art museums. So the Art Walk opens, I think, usually on Fridays and Saturdays and probably Sundays as well. And you can go through all of the different art museums in that area. Plus they have some cool dive bars and some fun little shops to go get some clothes or accessories. Great brunch places, and you're right down the street from Pine Street, which I mentioned earlier, and it's literally like maybe a 5-minute walk to all of the most fun bars, and it's just a lot of nightlife and really fun stuff to do. Number 1 is Belmont Shore. Belmont Shore is where my husband and I would like to live someday, hopefully within the next year or two, mainly because it has 2 main things that we're looking for, which is a dog beach, which is right down the street, called Rosie's Dog Beach, and a adorable main street with lots of fun shops, coffee shops, clothing stores, bars, restaurants, a lot of really fun things to do. So it's also a very walkable neighborhood. It's very dog friendly. The dog beach is just down the street from the main 2nd Street. And Rosie's Dog Beach has a lot of parking, and it's pretty big, so it's a nice dog beach as far as the different dog beaches you can visit in Southern California. Everyone that we've met in this town has been so nice, and that's actually been true of everywhere that I've ever been in Long Beach. It's one of those pockets of LA where it feels more like a small town. People stop you on the side of the road and talk to you, and everyone's really sweet and friendly, at least in my experience. And but yeah, so getting back to the main street, 2nd Street, it's got so many different types of restaurants to choose from. There's even a dog bakery, which is really cute. I can't eat gluten, so I like to go to the cupcake store. They have a really good gluten-free cupcake, and they even have vegan options as well. So you gotta love those stores that give options for everyone who has a dietary restriction. But yeah, so it's just really a sweet little town. It doesn't have as much space because it is a lot smaller of a neighborhood. A lot of the lots that your home's gonna be on is a lot smaller, and you're probably gonna be either living in a duplex or a triplex or a small apartment complex. They do have some homes, and they do have some townhomes and condos, but it's just gonna be a lot smaller of a living space. And you're basically giving up that front yard or something for the fun activities around you. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. That is my video today, and if you have any comments or questions, please comment below. If you're looking for tips and tricks for moving, let me know. Me and my husband did just relocate to the Long Beach area about a year ago from New Jersey. So I learned a lot about making a big cross-country move. Definitely reach out to me. I would be happy to share everything that I learned. And if you have any questions, please always feel free to reach out to me. And there's new videos coming out once a week. So thanks so much for watching.